Hello, warriors. It is Kelly. I am a TSW warrior, 43 months. Soon will be 44 tomorrow. Um, it is caused by the use of topical steroids, cortisones, and then they switch the name once you get prescription. They give it out for everything. It actually closes the blood vessels down, appearing to be gone, but it isn't. I still have some on my mouth that I'm working to heal, and my hands are really bad right now. Um, Anytime you eat wheat, dairy, or sugar, it will definitely increase mucus in the body, and it will, well, for me, it affects my hands immediately. But any skin problems, you should really cut the wheat, dairy, and sugar. Go to ITSAN, ITSAN, for more information on topical steroid withdrawal, because you might have it if you've had eczema before, because that is their protocol over and over again for years. 30 years for me. Hopefully I can stop as many people from using it and save as many people as I can before they have to completely stop the steroid and go through a withdrawal, because now it is not eczema anymore. It is something completely different caused by the lotion itself. So, like I said, go to itsan.org. Also, the wheat that we eat was good back in the day. And I mean back in the day, long, years ago, until they had to hybridize it because everybody wanted it. And there was cakes and breads and crackers made. So they hybridized it 3 to 4 different times, which changes the structure down to the molecules, like actually changes the structure. And so now everything that is made with this wheat is not very digestible at all in humans anymore. And that's why it's causing problems, and that's where you get the gluten-free and all that. We can't digest it anymore. And it also creates more mucus buildup in the body. But here's some light to shed on the pandemic and the coronavirus and all that's going on right now. We could take this as fear and, to be scared, but we can also take this as a time to do what you've always wanted to do. A lot of you are stuck at home now. One thing I really want to say is to write upon awakening before you even open your eyes. Observe your thoughts. Observe your first 20 thoughts, just as a challenge. If you want to start that way, just challenge yourself to observe your first thoughts. When I used to do this and experimented with it, because I really was focusing on healing for the last 3 years, and I've been focusing even more the last 3 years, but I've always kind of went towards that way. But your thoughts have a lot to do with setting up the rest of your day, aligning you to things that are going to happen. But what I did in the morning is the first thing I noticed was bad. And I wasn't aware of it. I would wake up and be like, oh my gosh, the alarm is going off. I hate that sound, like right away. I just hate it. Let's turn it off. Oh my God, my kids are probably gonna be crabby this morning when I wake them up for school. So, those right away, I didn't notice until I started to listen and check in and be aware of what I was thinking right away in the morning. And so that kind of sets you up for the rest of your 50 to 60,000 thoughts you think a day. And they're kind of ruminating if you pay attention. If you can pay attention all day would be really great. And to actually write them down just to see for a couple days, observing. Don't judge them. Just notice that they're there and what they're saying and what your thoughts are always saying to you throughout your day. There's a whole theme there. So really pay attention to your thoughts. And then once you do that and you notice a common theme, which is probably going to be pretty negative, then you go through each one that you've written down and you change them. You change that thought, okay? And you literally, like I have done, I visualize myself slicing them with swords. So any kind of crap, especially going through this, it's too painful, I'm too ugly, blah, 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 this is never going to end. That crap needs to stop. And that can go with anything. So be very aware of your thoughts, especially in the morning and then throughout the day. Check it out. Just try it if you want to see a change. It actually works. And it does take a long time because you have programmed yourself to live that way. So to unprogram that is hard, and you have to first be aware of what your program is that you're running in your head constantly. And on this note, like, this is time to start a new routine. Okay? The key to changing your life lies within your daily habits. So, let me say that again. The key to changing your life lies within your daily habits. So if you wake up in the morning, have bad thoughts, you go drink your coffee, you smoke a cigarette, you do, the same thing, you go to work, whatever you do, it lies within those habits. So let's say you wake up, you are aware of your thoughts, you change them before you get out of bed, then you start your day. Then you say, I'm not going to have a coffee today. I'm going to go out for a walk today. That's what I'm going to do. Maybe just once around the block. Maybe instead of having your coffee first, you drink water first and see how that works. Maybe you do something different, a yoga exercise. Maybe you try a meditation for once. Maybe you just change it. You need to change something that you're doing. Your pattern is there, and in your brain there's neural pathways, and those neural pathways are like your patterning, and they're thick. They grow, like, they can be thick. So once you're faced with something, you automatically go that way for the big, stronger neural pathway that you've been doing for years. And it's been a pattern. It saved you once before, but now it's not working anymore. So start something new, something that you don't do every day, and then keep it for a week. See what happens. Just try it out. Challenge yourself every day. Let's see, I wrote down a couple. Usually I just freestyle this, but I wrote down some key points. Also, what is this situation helping me with? If you change that, even by just saying those words or thinking those words about a situation that you have that is totally negative and that's all you can see from, if you change the words, what is the situation helping me with, you will find new answers. Okay, I was going through this horrible withdrawal, almost dying, and I didn't want to even say those words, and I did. And I experimented with that. What is this helping me with? Well, it's helping me with patience, for one. It's helping me see how strong I am, for two. It's helping me appreciate every little small thing, even my movement of my hands, my mouth, being able to talk. I couldn't talk before some days. If life is here to support you, if life is here to help you grow and evolve, no matter what, then what are these situations helping you with that you are faced with? Just change the question, see what you come up with, maybe write it down, check it out, try that as a challenge. Those are fun. It will actually change your perception. And also the grateful journaling, that's very important. Maybe in the morning you wake up and for your first routine you change it and you write down every morning, what am I grateful for? And you make yourself write 5 things. After you do that, the list starts going on and on and on, and you end up smiling and feeling very good. So try that as a challenge when you're having a bad day, especially if it's health wise, those things, chronic health pain, all that crap, it gets down, it wears you down. It's very hard then to actually it's a perfect time then to train your brain a new way into thinking of different, think differently. Because once you see something negative, it's like you're seeing from this perspective down here, and that's all you're seeing. But when you lift when you can see other things and you are grateful for other things, your perspective actually changes and you start seeing things from, a higher level and a new way, a very different way to see the world. Actually, you start seeing it very different, and you got to keep up on those practices so that it can become a habit. It can create a new neural pathway, and that neural pathway can become strong, and the other one will lessen. So when you're faced with the situation, instead of going here like you've always done, you're going to go this way a little bit more and easier every single time. Let's see, start a new routine, I said that. I guess, and then also, look up for a challenge, maybe look up the germ theory, or the gene theory. Check that out. See what that's about. If your germ doesn't have the right conditions to thrive and live in, then it's going to die out. So what conditions are you creating in your body and around in your environment that could let germs thrive and fungus grow and bacteria live? The bad ones I'm talking about. Little things that you can do just to look around. Now, holistically, you want to look at every piece of something. Okay, you want to look at everything. Okay, your thoughts, your environment, if you're trying to change your health, and then you put it back together as a whole, and you look at the whole thing, because you can't take just a piece out, learn everything about it, and then decide to say, okay, that is the problem. That's the one problem. There's many things around. So check your sleep schedule. Sleeping, the healing hours are from 9 p.m. to 2 p.m. Check that out. Also, how many computers, electronics do you have in your room? Are they everywhere? I think everybody should probably have a room that does not have any electronics in, especially your bedroom. They do affect you. I got a computer and we put that in my room, and I called it my healing room, and I could immediately tell I was waking up constantly throughout the night. So another one is check your house for mold, bacteria, dust. You could put your pillows and blankets outside in the sun to kill bacteria. Little things like that. Check if you have any issues. Check your intake. What are you intaking in your body? And then switch the question. What is this helping me with? What is this healing me with? I'm going to eat a Cheeto or a Cheez-It and be like, what is this healing? What is this helping my body with? And when you switch that question, you can really see everything you're putting in your mouth on a daily basis. What is actually helping you and healing your body? Just switching the question around. That way you're becoming more aware of what you're actually doing and your conditions. What conditions are in your body that are allowing any disease to grow, or any bacteria to grow, or any fungus to stay. So just be aware of everything and take this time to really, look at things and see things from a different perspective. And if you don't, challenge yourself to try and do that, because I promise you it helps, and it really changes everything in your perspective. And then those come new thoughts. And another quick one, what is the best and first way to manifest anything and see it that second? Write it down. It came from your thoughts. You write it on paper. At least that's the first manifesting that you will see in the 3D world, from your thoughts to the paper. It's there. It's in the world now. It's sitting in front of you. You wrote it on a physical piece of paper. I just thought that was a fun little thing that I came up with, because I have so many ideas, and I see them when I physically need to do them now. I have this urge that if I have something in my head, I need to do it. I need to create it. I did a couple videos like that on just I need to do this now. So But that is the first thing you can actually see manifested in your reality, is if you write your thoughts down, you write your ideas down, and keep looking at them. And remember, make a vision board. That's really fun. I haven't even finished mine yet, but making a vision board and putting it up where you can see it every day will help you speak to your subconscious brain. Our subconscious brain speaks in symbols, images. So if you have good things surrounding you and images that you are your goals and your dreams, and you have them surrounding you, then your subconscious is always going to be thinking of that, and is always going to be finding ways to bring that into your reality. So try that out, and I hope everybody stays strong during this. Probably want to do some mantras and say, my body is a self-healing machine. It can heal given the right conditions, and you are way more powerful than you have ever imagined. So, well, my ending, your body's ability to heal is far greater than anyone has permitted you to believe. Don't give your power away. Always take your power back, okay? And take responsibility for what you've done. That holds you, accountable for what you've done to your body for how many years, and it doesn't put the blame onto something else. Okay, take responsibility and just see, are you happy with what you've been doing or whatever. So with that, like I said, you are far more powerful than you have ever imagined, and your body's ability to heal itself is far greater than anyone has permitted you to believe. And that is the end of it.